What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's very quick premiere. I didn't think about making a premiere, but I read one of the comments that the Heartbreak behind the scenes has come out by MINHO, and I was like, man, we need to look at this. And I also thought if it is a premiere, I can quickly update you guys on the top 10 MVs of 2021. I had the results right here. This is really exciting. It was really fun to see the results and try to calculate who is the winner, and always see putting the points everywhere. It was really, really fun and fantastic to see the results actually. Before we get with the video itself from MINHO and looking at the behind the scenes, this Friday is going to be the top 10 results. So we're going to look at them on Friday, 2:45 Berlin time. That should be a nice time for the people living in Asia and also the people living in the USA. It's supposed to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. And there's going to be a giveaway. There's going to be updates. Everything is going to happen there. I'm even going to answer some of the questions that people ask me during the questionnaire, which is really fun. And I'm going to answer them. And guys, I'm really excited to announce them. I mean, this for me was really fun. I'm going to put my heart into this video as much as possible, and especially with the time given. There's a lot of things to do, but for now, I think it's going to be exciting. Also, the reason why I want to do this as a premiere, man, this video by MINHO, so in other words, Heartbreak, it's a video that I want to look at purely because it was a video that I'm not going to say that MINHO reinvented the wheel here in making an MV. I just think it's just great to see a great harmony between the production house, the creatives, and MINHO. You can really see they used the strengths of this artist. In other words, MINHO, he's a great actor, and they tried to make a MV that was superb. And I'm really just saying the word superb. For me, this is actually one of the best MVs that is out there. I'm just going to be open about it. I voted for this MV in the top 10 MVs out there. I think it's great. I think it has a lot of energy, but what is even better, it just has a lot of characteristic to it. And it's really just sculptured around MINHO and trying to make him look as a better superstar than what he already is. And I love that. It's unique, it's special. And I would just say, let's get into the video and see what it's all about. I mean, I'm just excited as much as you guys, and let's see what they used to make this video and what not. The first thing that I already noticed when making this, when they made this MV is I love the scenes. I love how dramatic they are. Nice dark shadows, very contrasting, nothing too popping. And I like that. It really adds a lot more to the emotions. I mean, this video is like, it's so good that I wish they could make a full movie out of the idea of it at least. Because I'm like, man, 3.5 minutes, could be a little bit more, no? Very nice here with the warm tones and the cool tones. You see that? A little bit alpha yellow here and a blue here. It's just about the contrasting, add a little bit of colors to it. And I also love that the light is coming from here. In one part is lit up nicely, creates a bit of a dramatical facial structure. Shadows add a little bit of oomph to the shots. Oh, let me have a look at that again. I mean, it's something small, but look how beautiful the fire is with the background. It's because the background is blue, it's very contrasting, and it looks really, really nice actually. It's a small thing, but I'm like, man, this is really well thought out. I'm actually curious if they shot this in a real bar, but I actually think they did, because if I look at these props here, and I used to work in a hotel for an internship, these are normally trays where you can put glasses into, or, when they do their washing with it. So I'm really happy that they went to a real location and shot this at a bar. It just makes everything so much more believable, and it looks great. Can you just up acting so good, like literally you can already see that he's about to cry somehow, or there's something about to happen, at least he's thinking about something while he's about to drink this. Hold up, is there actually subtitles? Oh yeah, great. What I like about the director is that, I don't know if this was planned, but the way he said it, I don't really think so. He just said, can you hold up the glass for me for a second? Can you just do it to see how it looked like? He just wants to either prepare the cameras, he wants to prepare the shots, he wants to prepare the focus, he wants to just prepare it. Or it also could be just in something spontaneous where he's like, man, this looks so good. Let's try and film this.
지금 저는 저의 첫 번째 싱글이죠. Heartbreak 뮤직비디오 현장에 와 있는데.
Do you guys hear the music in the background? Again, it's just to keep people motivated and remember themselves on where they are and what they're shooting for. It's just very important that you just don't forget that. I mean, the last time I did a music video, you heard the song maybe 100 times, 200 times. At the one moment, you know the lyrics inside out. And, it's okay. You're going to dream about it a couple of days, but it's worth it. It's just making sure that people are motivated on set.
SF 느낌의
Yes, at a bar. That has what?
촬영지인데 이따가
A sci-fi fee. I cannot see the sci-fi really. I mean, the bar glows up a little bit, but maybe they're going to show it a little bit later.
운전을 하는 드라이버가 돼서 운전하는 걸 시도 있고 현실 세계의 조합, 가상 세계의 조합 만나는 요즘
So it is two versions of MINHO. So it's a virtual him and the real him. So they're going to meet up somewhere. Man, this is really cool.
SM 엔터테인먼트가 추구하는 가상 현실 세계.
That's really cool, actually. That is true. I mean, when I worked with, where I used to work, the future is really virtual reality, and it's great to already be one of the first people that is going to play with this concept. I mean, we also see some other groups playing with it. I think Aspa is also doing it with some sort of virtual reality. EXO might do it. I mean, there's a high potential with them doing it because they also have these powers. It could be a very interesting take as well for SM Entertainment.
이거를 제 뮤직비디오에서도 좀 녹여낼 예정입니다. 끝까지 촬영 잘하시면 기대 많이 해주세요.
You do so, man. Everyone needs to do their best no matter where you are on set. Again, beautiful spotlight in the background. It's just to extend what is happening in the background. Imagine how flat this background would look if there was no light. It would more or less look like this continuously. So now you can see it. Not so interesting, but with the light, it helps a little bit more. Very nice. I mean, I do like the bar, actually. I'm not sure if I would drink here per se, but I like the theme of it. The glass is a bit milky. It has a bit of a sci-fi effect to it. That's true. A bit weird, though, that one panel is missing here. That's, is it open? Is it broken? Alrighty, here we go. So let's see what we can see here. Always great to see. So they're filming at a 5,600 temperature. So that's quite neutral. 180. Shutter speed is 180. Again, 180. I still have to have a look at why they do it. ISO at 800, quite good. I also tried to shoot at 800, 600. The lower the ISO, the better. They're filming on an SSD. It's 68% full, I would presume, but they're shooting at 5K. So, interesting. 5K is always nice. I mean, I have no camera that can shoot 5K. I mean, 6K is going to come, but if I had a camera, I would also just go 5K. I think it is a great, a great neutral between 4K and 5K. And then you just have that little bit more space, to zoom in and zoom out, to stabilize a little bit. It just helps a little bit more. Is it me, or does he just look as if this is his natural habitat? It's just so cool to see how he is, as a person. I like this car as well. I thought the car is very unique. Again, it's a little bit different than seeing a supercar or Ferraris or Lamborghinis, these hypercars. They're great, to look at, but this is just a little bit more of a story to tell rather than having something expensive there for no reason. Just because you have a bigger budget. So they are actually filming this in or on a street. I was thinking whether this is true or not, but really cool. I like that. I like that it's a real location, and it's also a location I've never seen yet in any video. I mean, it looks like a construction site with all the pipes everywhere. It seems like they're about to dig somewhere. Again, using what you have. Normally construction sites are empty at nighttime, so it's a great opportunity to film there and just ask like, hey, do you mind if we film there for maybe a couple of hours, maybe a day or a night? And they might have just filmed this, at 12 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock at night when no one is there. You need to use what you have sometimes, and just asking sometimes doesn't hurt, and sometimes you can just have to pay a little bit, and sometimes you don't. Yeah. I like the music actually. It's so chill.
모니터 갑니다. Thank you.
You're welcome. Really cool actually that they have these monitors set up, and what's also very nice is that it's actually wireless. So I have it here. Should I get it? Should I not get it? I bought one actually 3 weeks ago. I thought I never needed one, but give me one sec, guys. So for my video usage, I never thought I needed one, but then I do. I bought myself a monitor as well. I think it is really useful. I normally always relied on something small, a smaller display. I thought, nah, I don't need it. It's okay. I can use the display on the back here, you know. But the moment you have such a display or a field monitor, it's just fantastic. It just allows you to see so much more than what you can. And it's also great to just play back to see, do you have to redo it? Do you not have to redo it? I think it's always important that when you work on shots that you should see whether the shots are good or not. And I know this was a bit random. I didn't plan to actually take out my monitor here. Give me one sec. Come on, go. There we go. Oh no, it's falling over. But it's just great, you know. It's always great that you need to look at what you did and see what's actually happening. Now, let's also see a little bit on the set. Again, we have a bounce board here, a light bounce. I don't even, what's the word called again? It's anyway, you let light bounce on top of it, or it is actually a diffuser. I cannot say whether this light here that you can see is going through here or not. But again, it's all about making sure that the light is nice and soft, and these elements do help. Very nice. Top notch. I'm wondering if he's driving here or not, but I can imagine that he's just in a trailer.
레카 신 촬영 중입니다. 생각보다 올드카여서 내부가 좀
Well, it looks really nice though.
오래되었지만 외관이 굉장히 멋있네요. 와, 시계가 진짜 대박이죠.
I told you, it's cool. I mean, MINHO also says it's cool. And if he says it's cool, then it's cool.
저기 지금 맞는 시간인가? 장갑을 끼고 있어서 핸드폰을 터치를 할 수가 없습니다. 네, 남은 촬영 잘해보도록 하겠습니다.
At least in this video, and that's one thing that we noticed with Advice and Taven, you could see the wheels not turning. I think they hid this actually in the MV. I didn't notice the wheels, and I'm happy that they didn't show it. It's small things like that that I would pick up, but here, good job. You know, you were actually not, or they didn't aim to film them. Maybe they learned from it, you know, from Taven.
날씨가 춥네요. 다음 장소로 이동하겠습니다. 안녕.
Ah, that's cool. At least the car works. Again, it functions. He's driving it. I don't know if they filmed this or they used it, but very nice. Oh yeah, there was this scene where he actually arrived to the scene. Very nice. Really, really cool. Let's see what they say about the phone booth. Like, what is the point? Is this the meeting point or... Again, also with the colors, I just think it's a great color type because it's very digitalized. And if you think about virtual reality, I also would compare it maybe to the color green because of the Matrix. The Matrix also uses this green tone to it. And this is a great combo. I think they learned a few things from these movies, and also yet the movie Timeless. Again, it's something about digital. It's about digital, something digital. And again, they also use this green tint. It's I like this color tone. I think green is a beautiful color to use in MVs. Oh man, guys, I hope I didn't deafen you, you know, by hitting that mic. Aha, So they are actually burning a different car than what we thought. You can see that this is not the Mustang, but hey, it sells it, no? It's all about selling the effect, and there is actually something burning, and there is actually a car. Again, practical effects, you know, but it's nice. Really, really cool. What I noticed about the car, by the way, and let's see if we can get it on shot. It's very interesting because there's nothing in it that can burn, aka it's just a steel body. Meaning most likely these cars just get repainted or they only get fixed up for the movies, but nothing can burn. So this is just a reusable object. Man, that's actually really cool. Like I never thought there would be props just purely for this, but it makes it a little bit better, you know? Again, I thought they always just burn cars and they throw them away, or they what do you call it? They recycle the vehicles, but here they actually, that's nice. I think that's really sustainable. That's really cool. But it's not the Mustang. Ah, yeah. There's it with the trailer. Oh my god, really? They were using aperture? Like, can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. I mean, this brand of lighting is fantastic. Aperture really has a solution for everything when it comes to your lighting needs. And I'm not saying they're cheap, but if you do buy something from them, you really get your money's worth. It's great. If not mistaken, I think it's also run by someone who's from South Korea. So this is the real MINHO, and the other one was fake? Or? Man, it's such a deep MV just that I'm not even sure what happens. But it's a beautiful set if you think about it. It's so busy and it's so big. I mean, for one person, it's great. I mean, even for a couple of people here, it's great. It just makes it so spacious and it's just fun to look at. You know, analyze what's in the room. There's so many things happening that it's nice. Can happen. All right, here we have some more information. ISO 3200. Again, it's okay only if your camera is capable of doing it in a very clean manner. Again, we have 180 shutter. We have a white, what do you call it? A white balance of 4200. Again, you have to balance it or set it accordingly to where you're filming. If you're filming outside and it's very orange, then of course you gotta make it a little bit more blue. If it's very blue inside, for example, this room is very blue, make it a little bit more orange. You know, you have to play with your surroundings a little bit. Again, they're shooting at 5K, but the frames is a bit different. So here they're shooting at 24 frames, meaning that the end result most likely will also be 24 frames because it doesn't make sense to film in well, to make the video, what do you call it, when they render it or when you have the final product, to make it 30 frames, even if they're only shooting 24 frames. It is just terrible. It would skip frames. Don't do that. You can only do that 30 to 24, okay? 24 to 30 frames as an end result, not okay, guys. Very nice shadows again. Those contrasts are beautiful. Man, these rooms are beautiful though. I can imagine they went to someone's house actually to film there. I mean, that's quite common that you do have people, or sometimes there are houses or someone knows someone who has a house with the specific needs and you can just ask them like, hey, can we shoot there? You pay them amount of money, you know, for the day, the week, or how long you need it, and they'll be happy as well with it. Yeah, this is not a studio, but it's a really cool location either way. There's so many things happening. Okay, let's go a little bit into this shot here. again, we have a light source here, and as you can see, it's in a box, a light box, and as you can see, it's very vertical, aka it's going with the length of MINHO. Now, the purpose of this is basically that it focuses the light on his body, so it's really just focusing on him and nothing else. Again, it's small things like this that can make the difference. Is this something that you need to buy? No. Does it have a specific usage? Yes. So if you do want to light up a specific person, this is what you would want to buy. Really cool. You know, the equipment is fantastic. Let me see what we're looking at here. So I've played around with some setup like this as well once, and it's just so incredible what is going on here. I mean, the wires are a little bit complex, but you have the monitor, shows everything nice and big. But what I like about this big metal thing here, you would think it's like a ship, you know, very hard to steer. But this thing basically is the part that controls the entire gimbal and everything that's happening on the camera. It's so smooth. I have never thought that it would be so easy to just use your little pinky to turn around. It's fantastic. Of course, you can also tighten it if you have to, you know, for sensitivity. But man, this equipment is just mind-blowing for me. A little bit of a nice effect, by the way, with the light going through the ventilator, and it causes a bit of a, well, I don't want to say what do you call it, a blinking effect, but it's, again, playing with the light source. You know, it's just adding another dimension to what's happening to the light source. Very nice shot. Again, it creates something like this, playing with the shadows, you know?
내가 뮤직비디오에서 춤 안 춘 뮤직비디오가 있어. 아이모 맞췄구나. 그러네.
맛배기로 살짝 보여주는 거 어떨까요?
맛배기로 살짝 안 보여줘야지. 맛보기로 살짝 보고 싶다면 팬미팅.
I have a feeling they're shooting on a Sony a7 III, a7S, or something Sony related. It gives me the Sony temperatures, this camera. I don't know if this is true. I've not seen the back, the making of this video, but it would be cool to see what they're filming on. Because man, that focus is really on spot.
이게 딱 보면은 하레이션이 들면 엄청 예쁘다고.
You see, it's just so fun to play with shadows like this. It's just something simple, but it's cool, you know? It looks really, really nice. Man, this video is longer than I thought, you know, for a premiere. But that's cool, you know, that's the purpose of it. Man, the beat is so chill now. It's really, you know, it makes me want to get into my car and, you know, do the wave out of the window while driving. Very nice. Oh, he's actually signing stuff for them. That's nice, though, no? Hold up. Are these fans that were maybe just there waiting and they knew it? Or I'm really curious, actually. But also, if they're just the workers, why not? I mean, you should still sign stuff, you know? Nice for them. But I think I saw more signatures, no, on the book. Let's go back there again. Yeah, I saw more signatures. I don't know. Is that? I think that's Taman, because there's a T there. I don't know if that's a signature, but that's cool, though. You know, really nice. Really, really cool.
네, 이렇게 해서 Heartbreak 뮤직비디오 촬영이 끝났습니다. 너무
Great.
이틀 동안 많은 스태프분들이 너무
Imagine
서로를
everything in 2 days. And can you imagine just the preparations they do prior to any of this? You know, we're talking about maybe a month, 2 months of just preparing all the assets, preparing where we put all the lighting, preparing the scouting on scenes, where we're going to film, getting all the props. I mean,
날씨 속에서 고생해주셔서 너무 감사합니다.
good for you, man. For to do this in 2 days,
잘 멋있게 나왔으면 좋겠습니다. 많이 기대해주세요.
yeah, we were really excited, man. Heartbreak, yeah. I mean, I just want to say, guys, this is really just a great MV. I really enjoyed. I think it's great. I think it has a lot of skills put to behind it. But I'm also just really thinking whether how long did it take them to edit this and color grade this and film this? And you know, I'm more curious about that as well, because I am looking to pump up my editing game a little bit. I think filming is fun, but I also want to see how can you edit certain scenes. You know, be behind the camera or be behind the computer, and how do they edit certain elements? You know, like what do they do? What routes do they take? Maybe there's something that I can learn there as well. But man, some of the stuff that you can see in this MV is just fantastic, and I really enjoyed watching this behind the scenes. It just made me really happy. It just makes me feel a little bit more complete, and I'm like, everything is possible as long as you got the right team behind you, and it shows with this as well. 2 days to film this. Damn. I mean, one time I worked on a small project. I'm really talking about small scale, and luckily I was not the guy managing it, but it was something like a promotional video. It was only supposed to be 5 minutes long, so a little bit longer than this, but the idea behind it was very simple, and it took them a week of filming. And I didn't get it at all. I thought we could do it all in one day. I mean, I planned it out in my head. I was like, okay, why don't we do it in one day? And they just said, yeah, they just want to take their time. And I thought this was such a waste of time, because at the end, we really were struggling with the edit, aka we were really just struggling with making sure that it came out on time. And I didn't like that too much. But man, these things are really cool. I mean, what do you guys think? You know, do you enjoy this MV? Do you not enjoy this making of? Did you learn something? Did you not learn something? If yes, put it in the chat. I'm there as well. And guys, I really hope you enjoyed this premiere. It's really spontaneous. I hope you guys are okay with it, and also that I did not edit it. So if I do, you know, say things that didn't make sense, you know, that's reality. You know, if things are done without editing, that's real, and mistakes do happen, as you can see as well in the making of. Not everything is perfect, but guys, thank you very much for being there. And I really, really hope you enjoyed being part of this small premiere, and be there on Friday. Put some time in your calendar. Be there in the top 10 MVs of 2021 that you guys voted. But for now, guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribed, and be there on Friday. And for now, stay healthy and maybe stay a little bit lucky. But don't go through heartbreaks. We don't need that. But I'll catch you then, and stay healthy, man.